Oh my god, I'm sitting down and actually filming a video for you guys. Hey guys, it's Audrey, and today I decided that I would go over my college application process for you guys and kind of just explain what I did, where I applied, all that good stuff. First of all, let me just get started and say, no means by me sharing this information and am I trying to brag, anything like that. Like, trust me, I'm just trying to help out juniors or seniors in high school right now who are probably either starting this process or beginning to think about it. I watched so many videos like this when I was applying for college, and I just found them really interesting and helpful. So I'm hoping that if you stumble across this video, I just want this to be able to help you, and I'm just telling you what happened. I don't want to brag or anything, okay? Let's just start the video, shall we? I applied to mostly schools on the West Coast, not even the West Coast, in California. I lived in Atlanta, Georgia, which is on the East Coast, if you didn't know. I didn't want to stay on the East Coast, basically. I didn't want to stay in Georgia or South Carolina where I grew up, but I also wanted warm weather, so I was like, well, I can't go any further north. When I was looking into my major, which is cinema and digital media, that's what it's called here at UC Davis, media studies in general, it was what I was looking at, they all kind of showed up in California. It just made sense for me to go there because that's where the industry is. It's the right place for me to be. The weather is amazing, like it made sense, okay? I applied to 7 colleges in total. 6 of them were in California and none of them were in state. I applied to one that was in Canada. So the schools I applied to are USC, Southern California, not Carolina, Point Loma Nazarene, University of San Francisco, Santa Clara, University of British Columbia in Canada, UC Davis, and then Scripps. I think I started applying around this time, maybe a bit later. I only was applying to one UC, so I didn't have to use the California system except for one school. The Common App I used a lot. You guys might be familiar with that if you are applying to colleges. Then there are some that have individual applications. But let me get into when I started hearing back from colleges. The thing about California schools, I heard back from one school in December, I think. And it's at that point when you're just waiting and you don't know like when you're gonna get an email, and then you're kind of on edge a lot. First school I heard back from was Santa Clara. I remember when I got the email, I just froze. I was sitting at my desk upstairs in my room and I just froze and like stared at it for like a solid 5 seconds. And then I opened it, I found out that I got in, and I can't describe like how happy I was when I found out that I had gotten into my first college. I was so happy. I remember I ran down the stairs to my mom and I told her. At that point, a lot of my friends had been hearing back from schools and I hadn't heard anything. Yeah, I wasn't even necessarily sure if I wanted to go to Santa Clara or anything. I just was happy that I got in somewhere. Eventually, I started hearing back from more and more schools. It took a while. I remember I had like a month or even over a month from between the Santa Clara one and a lot of the rest of my applications. The one that like really stands out to me was when I got UC Davis's decision back. At that point, I was in Switzerland with my friends. Here's the video from that trip, by the way. I remember waking up one morning and checking my phone. Got an email that said, "Congrats, Regina, on getting into UC Davis." And if you're a freshman at Davis, you can probably relate. First, I looked at it and was like, I'm not Regina. Then they sent another email later on saying like, sorry, there is a mistake. I remember being so happy. I took like Snapchats and sent them to my friends. I just wanted to tell you guys, I got accepted to all the colleges I applied to. And I don't say this to brag. I don't. If you know me, you know I don't brag about stuff like this. I wasn't an A student. I wasn't the best in my class. Like, that wasn't me. I was a decent student. I would do my homework. I would study really hard. Stuff like math and science just weren't my forte, okay? So when I heard I got into all these schools, especially schools like USC, like how did I get into USC? I still don't really know. But one thing I can tell you that makes a huge impact in the college process is your essays. I cannot stress, take so much time to write your essays, and I promise you it will pay off. If you know what you want to do, if you're really interested in your major and in that field, make sure that comes across in your essays. Tell your point of view, make it unique. I remember in my essays for USC, I stayed up late at night during Thanksgiving break while everyone else was sleeping, and I wrote my heart out in these essays. I didn't lie. I told them my honest opinion. I did tons of research, and I made a well-educated, thought-out essay. I'm sure that that is why I got into that school. My grades were below average. My ACT was below average. The stats were against me. Most of the time, there's a human behind those essays, and if you're lucky and if you're really passionate and it comes through in your essays, you will have a better chance compared to everyone else. If you're applying to a school and you don't think you can get in, spend so much time on those essays and really show them why you want to go to that school. Explain to them why you love your major or what you're studying. And if you're undeclared, make sure you show them that you have goals, whether you know what they are or not. Show them that you are a determined person and that you will be an asset to their school, because at the end of the day, this is an interview and they're hiring you. Spend time on the essays. They work. It's the most important part. I was accepted, but to start in the winter quarter. See, that's how I know they read my essays, because they're like, her grades aren't good enough, but she's really interesting. Let's make a compromise. She can come in the winter. But I ended up choosing Davis just because I really felt at home when I toured the campus. When it comes down to it, when you have to make your decision, whatever happens, if you're accepted or rejected, take it in stride and know that hopefully everything will work out. Especially if you know you tried your hardest during the application process and followed your gut. That's the best advice I can give you. When I committed to Davis, it was the best feeling ever, knowing where I was going to spend the next 4 years of my life. And now that I'm here, I can tell you that I'm loving it so far, and I'm sure you will too, wherever you decide to go to college, or if you don't decide to go to college. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Listen to your gut. That's the best advice I can give you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, because I would really appreciate it. Leave a comment below. Maybe if you have any questions about the application process, leave a comment, email me, I'll help you out, or try anyway. Make sure you click that subscribe button, because I post videos every Tuesday and sometimes Friday, from college topics to fitness to just vlogs about my life and my story as I start college here at UC Davis. I will see you guys next Tuesday with another new video. Bye! I hope this helped, guys. Good luck, I believe. Be positive and everything will work out. Bye!